Good morning. I'm going to finish setting up for today's call and then I'll jump back in. That'll give people a couple more minutes to join. I'm just going to mute myself for a second. Hi, welcome. If you're joining me inside the community or on TikTok, both of these sessions are going to be the same. If you want to watch the full live replay, this will be posted inside the community later this afternoon. If you want to interact with me or show me your project, also here make sure you join the upgrade the inner circle inside of my community. But today I'm going to be working on the pipeline from Canva to Greenwood Social again. We're going to post the 30 posts in 30 days. But let me switch gears really quick because I need to make sure that this is out of the way so you could see the full thing. Okay, I'm doing two things at once. This guy in the front. Okay, so today I'm using a couple of tools. I'm going to be using Greenwood Social. Let me share my screen inside the group. I need to share this one, Chrome window. Sorry. Here we go. Okay. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to be using Greenwood Social, which I have here. Hold on. It's this one. Let me log out so you could see it. So I'm going to be using Greenwood Social, Claude, and Canva today to do this project. Greenwood Social, there's a 14-day free trial inside of my link in the bio, or you can join the community. You get access for 30 days for free. One of the things I want to show you is how to connect Greenwood Social to your Claude. And this will work with Claude Desktop and Claude, your web browser, Claude. And then we're going to be making some content here and sending it over to Greenwood Social. Something I discovered yesterday. Oh, hold on. This is so silly. I see what's happening here. Okay, go live. Okay, give me a couple minutes to catch back up here. Okay, I'm going to just put this one away and I'm only going to focus on this one. Hi, Steph. Good morning. I'm just restarting a little bit because I'm doing double duty. I'm sending this call also to TikTok Live. So if you're watching me on TikTok Live, this is a live call inside of the Circle community. You could join the Circle community by clicking on this button below or this box below. Okay, I'm going to ignore TikTok for a minute and just stay on this call with the inner circle. What I'm doing today is I've been playing around with the MCP. So we have an MCP, Greenwood Social has an MCP, Canva has an MCP, and then we're using Claude as the central system to connect all these apps to. Something that makes it easy to think of, like MCP stands for, I can never remember the whole word, but MCP is, let's go to my agenda. Where is it? This is the wrong one. Sorry. I'm going to stay on this one. MCP is basically just your applications connecting to Claude and Claude being able to access the applications from the conversation. So what I want to show you today is how to hook up Canva to your Claude, how to hook up Greenwood Social to your Claude. And then because they're talking through APIs, that means that everything that we tell the chat inside of Claude to do, if it's in the list of APIs, it can go and do it inside of Canva. In like the most plain layman's terms, we can change anything inside of a design from the chat, which is a huge, huge game changer. A couple of weeks ago, I uploaded the 30 by 30 and 30 course. The 30 and 30 course is 30 posts in 30 minutes using our tools. This is actually going to make it go faster. So let's get started by connecting Canva first. So what you'll need to do is head over to your Claude and go and open your settings here. So I'm going to open up the settings really quick. And let me just double check my agenda here. Okay. So we're going to connect Claude through the connectors here. I went to my name down below, then I went to settings, and then I'm going to go to connectors. And Canva has an application inside of Claude. So you don't have to do a custom connector. We'll do that in a second, but it's super easy. For Canva, I'm going to disconnect and remove it so you could see how this lines up really quick. Okay. So you might already have some things connected, like I have Google Drive connected here. If this is the first time you're connecting anything, just heads up, it's super, super easy. It's like the App Store, basically. So I'm inside of settings, inside of connectors. I'm going to go to browse connectors to find Canva first. So if you don't see it right away, like I do, it's super popular here. So it's showing up in the top 10. You could just type in Canva, but I'm going to go ahead and click connect. And what it's going to do is give me a pop-up screen like this. And this is just giving permission. So we're saying, yes, Canva can talk to our Claude and Claude can talk to our Canva. These are all the things that it can do. Remember when I was saying all the API calls that they can do with each other? This is what's happening here. So I'm going to say allow. And then I'm going to head back over to Claude here. And you'll see it's lined up right there. You could click on configure. Configure, you can uninstall it here, but this is what I like to take a look at here. Because Claude wants to be very respectful of how you're working through this, it wants to make sure that it has your permission before it does anything. This is great, except it can get a little bit annoying sometimes because it's like it's working through a process and then it'll say, do you allow this? Do you allow this? So you could come in here and mess with these things. Like I always allow all of these things, but I want you to ask permission for importing URLs, all these other things. So that's a place to do it. I'm going to head back. And then down below is where I have my custom connector. I'm going to disconnect it so you can connect it too. But what I'm doing is connecting Greenwood Social. So this Greenwood Social is our app, the app that we built. This app is it's a social media scheduler. Sorry, my coffee hasn't kicked in yet. It's a social media scheduler, but it's AI native. So whatever chat you're having through Claude, you could do it here. You could also do all the same things from within the app. There's a UI. Let me just log in. I'm going to undo this so you don't see my login. Although I feel like I show my login all the time. Okay, pushing it back over here. Okay, so once you're logged in, this is the dashboard. I have a couple of organizations here. So if you're running a social media for multiple accounts, you can organize it by organizations. Inside of organizations, it works very similar to other programs. So you can invite other people or people can invite you. When I have custom clients, I have them invite me as an admin or I'm the owner of the account. Doing that is super simple. You just go to invite a member. Members can view and edit. Admin has access to some other stuff, like they can add accounts, remove accounts, things like that. And then viewer is just that. They're just coming to view. You can see down here. Okay, why I wanted to log in here is because I want to show you how to do the custom connect, how to connect Greenwood Social to your Canva. It's just this URL here. So let's head back to Canva or Claude, and I'm going to disconnect mine so you can see that move really quick and remove it. Okay, so I'm back in the settings to get to this one. It's the same spot. So we're going to settings, connectors, and then instead of browse connectors, we're going to add a custom connector. We're going to just call it the name of the app, so Greenwood Social. And then the remote MCP server is this URL here, MCP server URL. You just copy this, head back over. And this works for a lot of different applications. So if you're working in your workflow, like you're building something else and it's not necessarily this, search for software that has an MCP because that means that it can be operated from your chat. What that means is it means that it can be operated from your chat. Okay, so let's go to a new chat. Oh, I need to connect. Sorry. So I added the MCP server. Remember, we had the configure button. We actually need to click connect. That way we're able to log in. So we're back in the login page. I'll do it. It's fine. Everybody can see. So I'm going to just use my email here. And again, we're giving permission to sign in. And remember the one that we saw with Canva had all the permissions. We're doing the same thing here. So Greenwood Social would like to talk to Claude. Is that okay? You're going to say accept. Okay. That's the most technical piece of this whole experiment is connecting Claude and connecting Canva. Let's go to a new chat so that you could make sure that those both are connected. The way that I confirm this is just asking can you confirm my Canva account is connected and my Greenwood Social account is connected, please. Okay. While that's cooking, let me take a look at everything. Oh, yeah. So we don't need an API, just an MCP. So I'm reading the questions from inside the community. Yes, Steph, you need just the MCP. That's it. That's the most technical part. And yeah, you could call it anything. We were calling our product Soshi for a second until we saw that Sintra called their product Soshi. And this is just like a quick aside of oh, I'm a business owner with problems, but we built this tool, Greenwood Social, as a social media automation tool, right? It could do all the things a social media automation tool can do. I'm going to show you right now. And we have a daughter named Sophie, And so the name Soshi was like, "Oh, this is so easy, so cute." I was doing all these lives on TikTok and everybody kept asking like, "Is this a Sintra product? Is this a Sintra product?" And I was getting super annoyed. It's like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about." And then finally I looked and like, "Oh my God." It was the same name. But then, okay, that's sad business owner problem number 1. I picked a name that is already being in use. Sad business owner number 2, part 2, is that I was like, "Oh, maybe this is a good thing." Like if they already, because Sintra has like, funding. We're just like a mom and pop shop, right? Like we're just the little guy here. We're trying to bootstrap the whole thing. And so I'm thinking, "Oh, well, if they have money, like, and people are associating it with us, maybe that'll like bring in a lot of users." But psych, I read a bunch of reviews about Soshi and the Sintra product. It sucks. It's like it's always breaking, it's always like going rogue, it's always doing all these like things it's not supposed to. So then I was like, no, we can't associate with that. So our development company is called Greenwood Apps. So we just stuck with Greenwood Social, which is kind of nice. Okay. That was the whole shebang about what it's called. Now that, let's see, Canva, or not Canva, Claude is confirming. Okay, so it's confirming my Canva connection is active, and then Greenwood Social is active. It's connected to my email with 10 accounts. Perfect. So we're all set to start running a workflow. Okay, Steph, you're inside of the group right now. Give me a topic. We'll make some content out of that topic. And let's see, I've been making carousels, I've been making single images, I've been making some videos, but let's make something you want to make. Let me know in the chat. If you're still on, Steph, I think you are. Yeah, you're still on. Give me any topic and we'll make content out of that. I'm going to look in the app here. I can't read anything. Is this just for me? Is it just too small? I'm looking in the TikTok chat. If it's too small, I would say flip your phone sideways, or you could watch me online too. Like if you open up your desktop browser, this whole replay is going to be inside of the community. I'm pointing down at the box where you can click and join the community. I transcribe it, I give it timestamps, I give a summary. So it's usually up within an hour or two. And then Steph is still typing for a topic. If you're just joining in, what we're doing is we've connected Canva to create content, and we've created Greenwood Social to post and schedule and post all of our content to multiple platforms. So Greenwood Social can post to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Blue Sky, Pinterest. Okay. It's too small. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Is that better? It's huge for me, but if it's working for you, I'll leave it on there. Okay. Sound bath meditation or user generated content ideas for call to action for possible new clients in the area. Cool. Okay. That's an easy topic. So let's say, okay, we want to make some new content about a totally new subject. I'm going to say posting ideas. I want to make carousels for posting ideas for UGC creators. Give me 3 examples. The hook should stop the scroll on page 1, and then let's do 3 to 4 pages, and the last of 3 or 4 pages of ideas. The last page should be a CTA to follow for more. Save and follow for more. To save this carousel and follow for more. Okay, let's see. Instagram worthy. Do I target an area other than a hashtag? So if you're doing business locally, I would. You can tag an area like a location on Instagram, and you could also say, you can get Claude to say, people in this area. Like I live in the Seattle area, so I'll say stuff like, if you're in the Seattle area and you're a small business and you need this kind of work, you could do something like that. Okay, so we're in step 1, not step 1, we're in step 2 where we're coming up with the content. So I want to make carousels. I told it should have a hook, it should have 3 to 4 slides, and then a call to action to save this for your next posting day when you're, what did it say here, blank brain day. Oh my God, I stayed up way too late and my coffee's not kicking in. Okay, so here's the options or what it's coming up with. Easy video ideas when you're blank, template list, hook style relatable. So out of UGC ideas, here's 10 you can film today. Film an unboxing, do 3 ways I use this, film a before I knew about this versus transformation. Okay, Cool. These are nice. Okay, I think I know the exact template for these. Okay. Want me to generate all three in Canva and stage them to Greenwood Social, tweak any of the hooks or ideas. I want the slides 2 through 4 to have a headline and some detail. Here are the carousel templates I'll be using. And then let me go. I know exactly which one I want to use because I was looking at these yesterday. This one. Look how cute this is. This is a template inside of Canva. I was just browsing different templates. This is perfect because it's like text heavy. It's a carousel. Carousels get a ton of engagement. It already has 4 pages. So all I would have to do is like duplicate one more. We could change the color, whatever it is. But I'm going to take a screenshot of it because I want to show it to Claude and say, adjust your content so it fits this template. So it fits this template. Okay. Oh, Steph is saying so cute and colorful. I know that's well, and it's so nice because inside of Canva, if you have your brand colors, oh, where did it go? If you have your brand colors already, like it's super easy to like update this, like slap your logo on it, add the colors. Like here's my color. So if we shuffled them like that, and then this one, same deal. Yeah, see, now I have like my own set, which is kind of cute. What's a different color? Yeah, green. Yeah, Canva, I feel like kind of a game changer. Okay, so now it looks a little more like my brand colors or something like that. Where's my friend that said it was hard to see? Can you see everything now? I hope so because it's gigantic on my side. Okay, got it. I can see the template style from your screenshot. Each slide has a big, bold, all caps headline, smaller supporting detailed text beneath here, are all the 3 carousels. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Out of you just see ideas. Here's the idea you can film today. No excuses. The unboxing trick, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm going to say these look great. Here is the design ID. And you can give it the design ID. It's actually a number hidden in here, but you could just give it the whole URL. So I'm going to say, here's the design ID. Can you update this with each carousel and create a bulk session inside of Greenwood Social? Okay, I'm just making 3 here. Should we make more? Let's make a whole set for the week. Okay. Can you write 4 more carousels? And then can you update this design with each carousel and create a bulk session inside of Greenwood Social? Write a title and a caption and add hashtags, please. Okay, let's see. So remember we were talking about what the MCP can do or what the API can do between Claude and Claude can tell Canva, go into this design and change all of this text and then put my text in it, which is insane because I used to do this whole, and if you've been following the 30 and 30 course inside of the community, you know that I was like, get an Excel spreadsheet, go into Canva, make the bulk create. Like you don't have to do that anymore. You could just tell Claude to do that. That's what's kind of insane about, yeah, how fast Claude is moving. It's just like, not just Claude, but AI in general. Like, yeah, I 2 days ago I was like making these big bulk create sessions, like bulk create inside of Canva. I don't know if you guys have probably seen it if you've been following me along. Oh, I lost it. This tool. I've been using the bulk create tool, which means you have to bring in an Excel file. So I was having Claude make an Excel file, send it over to Canva, making a big bulk session, all this stuff. But no, now we could just go in here and tell it, use the MCP and go inside of the design and update it for each one. So it says, let me first peek at the design structure, then I'll write the 4 new carousels and get everything built out. Got it. I can see the full structure. Now let me write 4 new carousels and I'll update the designs and stage everything. Okay, so that's what Claude can do with the Canva MCP. It can also talk to the Greenwood Social MCP, which is our app to schedule and post these. So when I'm telling it like make a bulk session, I'm just putting a human in the loop because I want to preview all of these titles and captions before they go live. But I don't have to. I can just tell it, this is great, post the first one if I like it right away from this interface, right? I'll show you in a second when we go over to see the bulk create session. Okay, any questions so far? Questions in the TikTok chat? I don't see any yet. Okay, so far, if you're just joining me, we've connected the Canva MCP to Claude and the Greenwood Social MCP to Claude, and now we're making a week's worth of carousels without even going into Canva. I mean, we are kind of going into Canva just to like tell it what design to update, but yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Yeah. I sometimes it's hard to tell if it's landing or if you can hear me and it's working. Okay. I tell this story all the time, but we've been using AI to code a lot of our stuff for a while now, but for about a year. And it wasn't until recently that I started realizing, like, oh, that's what he's doing. So my office is upstairs, and then my husband has an office downstairs, and I would walk past his office, and it would always look like he was just like on his phone. And I would get so cranky, like, are you working or not? But now that I've been working with Claude Code and, doing some of these Claude Code workflows, there's a lot of waiting time. Like right now, I'm just yapping. There's nothing to do. I'm just waiting for all of these to get done. So if he walked by my office, it would be the same thing too. Oh, hi. Hello. Hi, Tori. Tori's in here. No questions. Okay. If you would like to see the full replay or chat with me about your project or ask any questions, this box below has the link to go to watch the replay of this video. It also has the link to get the course that I'm demoing. So like this whole thing that I'm showing you is in a course inside of the community. I also have a print on demand course, which is very similar to this. I just finished building the MCP for Printify. So we could do kind of the same flow between Printify and Canva. Oh, we don't even need Canva. Oh, yeah, we do need Canva. Printify, Canva, and oh my God, wait a second. Now that I know it can do that, holy cow. I think I just updated a workflow in my brain. Okay, while this is still going, I'm going to do a quick aside. If you are a print on demand seller, will you put hearts in here too so I can tell? And then I'll share my idea with you. But if there's no print on demand and people are just here for social media, I'll just stick to that. But if you're a print on demand seller, let me know and I can jump in to talk about that really quick because I probably have time to do it anyway because this call is supposed to be an hour. So, okay, I'll just tell you. Printify doesn't have an MCP. You can find open source MCPs that people have built for Printify. Most of them work, some of them are a little buggy. So we ended up building our own MCP in house. That MCP can create products inside of Printify. So it'll upload images, create the products, and then push them to the platform that we're selling to. But there was like this in the middle part where we had to put the designs inside of Canva and then export from Canva into Printify, all the stuff. Yesterday, when I figured out that I can edit the designs from the chat, that means that I can give it a file inside of my Google Drive. I'm speaking out loud. This is kind of nuts. I can give it a file from the Google Drive and tell it replace the image inside of this Canva design, export it, send it to Printify, make the product, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I think I just solved for a mega, what's it called? Bottleneck. That's what it is. That's what I feel like AI is doing or all these MCPs are doing. So think of your workflow and like, where are you spending the most time? Where's the bottleneck, right? In social media posts, the bottleneck is making the content. But now I'm telling Claude, go make the content for me. If you're just joining, I connected the Canva MCP to Claude. The MCP, just pretend, I don't know, like here's my example. Pretend this is like a power source, where you plug in all of your, devices or electronics or whatever. This is Claude and we're plugging in Canva and we're plugging in Greenwood Social and we're plugging in whatever other apps you want to plug in to fix your workflow. And the chat inside of Claude is coordinating all of it, which is nuts. If you've been following me for a while, I like 2 years ago I started working on this and this is light years ahead of what we had built 2 years ago where we were working with make.com and I had all these modules and you had to go through all these spreadsheets to like handle all this data. Like, no, it's all wrapped up inside of Canva, or Claude, which is nuts. Okay, so it's finished. 4 carousels all updated to your Canva template, exported and staged in the draft. Here's the bulk session. So I'm going to go over to my, it only did 4 because it ran out of juice. Okay, that's okay. Let's go to see those 4 over there. Okay, now I'm inside of Greenwood Social. I had Claude make a bulk session. This is the human in the loop part. These are other bulk sessions that I've done, other tests, but here's the one that we just made right now. So I'm going to open it up and you can see it's already connected. Let me zoom it in so you can see better. Okay. Oh, that's too many. Can you see okay? This is Greenwood Social. This is the social media, AI social media scheduler. that we built. So any problems, let me know because this is our baby. You can see they're all connected to it's the wrong Instagram account, but you could tell it what Instagram account to send it to. So I don't want to send it to Angelic Automates. I want to send it to this test account that I have. So I could go through and select each one. I don't want to do that. That's too much clicking. So I'm going to select all of them and this window pops up. This is the bulk edit. I'm going to select account and then I'm going to tell it which one to go to. So I'm going to apply selected. So now these should all be, Digital with Angie. That's the right platform. Here's the carousel. So it exported it from Canva and sent it to Greenwood Social. Here's why the human in the loop part is coming in because look, it's like overwriting it a little bit. But let's see this. Yeah, the titles are too big. Okay. So we could do a couple things. We could go back into side of Canva, edit this, bring it back. I don't mind doing that work. But yeah, this is nuts. Save this for your next shoot. Follow for more UGC tips. Excellent. Okay, because this is a carousel, I could still do different things in here. I can open up my file and then drop in videos in here. I can drop in more images. If you're like a photographer, like I have a client that's a photographer, like this is so easy for her because she just drops in a big batch of images and now you have like a whole carousel built out. Okay. We have the captions, the titles. I asked for titles because if we decided to send this to TikTok also, TikTok needs a title in the caption. And then here's a caption. Your phone camera is more powerful than you think. Stop waiting for the perfect setup. So this is the human in the loop. If you wanted to edit and update before you sent these out, this is where to do it. Here it's got its own schedule. 316, that's next week. So these are all kind of far out. I want to actually post them right now. So because I have them all selected, I could still come up here and edit the cadence. The cadence is how frequently do you want to post? So you've got a couple options. You can post every minute, like in intervals of 45 minutes, and you'll get a little preview here. You can do hours. So I want to post every hour for today or whatever, days, and then weeks. This is really helpful. Like if you have a shop that needs to post like a sale on the first of the month, you post a sale kind of thing. Like here's all your posts for the big sale on the first of the month. And then you would just set it here. So like once every 4 weeks, once every 4 weeks. So once every 4 weeks, the post about the sales is going to go out on autopilot. You don't have to worry about it kind of thing. Here, because I just want to show you really quick, I'm going to say post it every 5 minutes because I want to do it. I've had clients who are like, let's push the limit. I want to post every 15 minutes or something like that. Cool. I normally advise people not to do this just because it'll flag and say like, oh, this is obviously a bot. Your content will get pushed down on the algorithm. So I usually tell people like, don't do this. If you really need to post that frequently, restrict it to specific hours. So like, I guess my theory is like, I want automation to look like a human is still doing it, right? So a human can't post every 15 minutes in the middle of the night. I mean, they could, but it's very unlikely. So you can restrict it to like work hours or whatever. Okay, I only have 4 posts, so this is how it's going to post at 11:44, 11:59, 12:14, and 12:30. I'm going to say that looks great. And then if I wanted the first one to post right now, I would just change the time to earlier in the morning, like put the time in the past so that it posts like today. It hasn't updated yet. So let's apply to selected. Did I do it? Oh, I'm doing something again. Oh yeah, there it is. So at 12:44, 11:59, 12:14, da da da. Let's push this one to a little bit earlier. So let's say 12:38 or 11:38. That's exactly right now. So these are all scheduled. I'm going to say go for it. It's going to ask me again, are you sure you want to schedule these? Yes, please schedule them. Once they're scheduled, we'll see them inside of our dashboard. Let's go see. There it is. Stop undercharging for UGC pricing framework. Oh, here's the thing that we've been looking at. Okay. This is your dashboard inside of Greenwood Social. You could see all the hashtags we're using, all the accounts it's going to. You can filter a bunch of stuff in here. So I just want to see the posts that are going to this account specifically. I just want to see my TikTok posts. I don't have anything scheduled for TikTok right now. I want to see everything scheduled for Facebook, whatever. Like you can do a lot of filtering in here, which is kind of cool. Okay. That's the pipeline of make it in here, send it over there. Okay. Now I'm going to say, I want to post it directly from here. Can you post the first one right now onto the digital with Angie account? Okay. And then I'll pull up my TikTok for a second or my Instagram for a second. Okay, let me look at these questions really quick. Steph says the default was in like 4 a.m. for posts, and I could only do 30 at a time max. I tried to do 60 and it asked for more. I was like, maybe later. Also, it kept asking for public files from Canva. So I think I just need to change it to public view. Okay, from Canva, Canva is going to, what Greenwood Social needs is a download link. So if it's giving you trouble, which it shouldn't, but if it's giving you trouble from the Claude, something you could do is open these guys up, download all of your posts. And this is why it's nice to have a dashboard too. So say I'm going to download all of these, and we're going to use that same button that I was showing you to upload things. So you could use it here. Like, let's create a single post. I'm going to create this single post, and then I'm going to drop all of those. Oh, hold on. I dropped the wrong thing in there. Let me open it. Okay. So I'm dropping that carousel in there. I'm going to select my account. This is just a single post. I'll show you how to do it in a bulk post. Okay, it's going there. This is an image post. And then I'm going to say test. I'm going to click force post. That's just so that it forces the post to go through. This is like, it gives us permission. It gives Greenwood Social permission to resize your images if your images need to be resized, or if you go over the character limit for some reason. Okay, 11:41. So this should post right now. So this is another way if you're having trouble sending the link. Okay. Also, it kept asking for public files. Okay, unless it was the configurations. I have to take the kids to the movies. I will. Oh, okay. Sorry. I read your comment out loud stuff. Let me see the comments in here. Somebody asked if it's free. Greenwood Social has a free trial. You can watch this whole replay and the course inside the link in my bio, but it's per platform. So if you're only connecting and posting to TikTok, it's $5 a month. If you have multiple TikTok accounts, like you have 4 TikTok accounts, that's $20 a month. So it's a la carte pricing. We don't want to bundle anything for anybody. Okay, let me see this. Posting your phone is your studio. So it should be in the Instagram. So I'm on Instagram. This is my test account. You could follow me on Instagram on my regular account too. You should go over there. Oh, there they are. Obviously, we would have edited these. I just wanted to show you how quickly we went from Claude to Canva to Greenwood Social to post it inside of the chat here, inside of the platform. Okay, want me to force post any of the other 3 carousels immediately or keep? Yeah, let's try it. Let's do it. I want to demo how quickly we can post using social. Okay, so this is like, yeah, this is enabling Greenwood Social, or enabling you by using Greenwood Social to post onto your TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of them. I'll show you right now in a second how to do it to other ones too. But okay, the full replay of this video is inside of my community. You could click on this box right here. The full course on how to do this whole thing is also in there, but I would just suggest that you join the community because you get to chat with me. Like at 12, I have a call with somebody who is having an issue with probably the links too. But okay, firing all 3 remaining. So right now you're seeing there's only 2. I'm asking Claude to shoot the rest of the carousels over there, so it should be doing it on its own. After this, I think I have 15 minutes to test out that Printify idea that I had, but let's see how this goes. Okay, there's a lot of waiting sometimes. Okay. Steph, will you send me screenshots of the errors you're getting inside of the community so I can help troubleshoot? And then if you have some free time later this afternoon, we could jump on a call too. And then everybody in the chat. Oh, I need to tell you, if you don't want to join the community, you just want to grab the course, there's a code that you can use to get it for half off. Let me get to it so I can get you the code. So if you want to grab the course, just half off, I mean, you don't really care about the group, which I don't know why you could come hang out with me, but say you didn't care about the group. Let me see. The 50% off code for the 30 and 30 course is March live. Okay, let me publish it to make sure. Double check that's all set. Okay, let me put it. Where should I put it? In the text thing? Okay. 50% off code March live for 30 in 30 kit. Oh, I can't. Oh, it's too many. 30 in 30. Okay. Oh, no, it's tiny. Let's make it bigger. Is that okay? Can you see it okay? I can't fix it. That's the best I could do. Where should I put it? Like up here? Okay. Oh, we're back. let's see what this says. All 4 carousels are posted. Okay. So let's go check out Instagram. But bam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there should be one more coming. Where is it? Okay. So in this last 45 minutes, I showed you how to connect Canva to Claude, how to connect Greenwood Social to Claude, how to tell Claude to edit your designs inside of Canva, export them, send them over to Greenwood Social, and schedule them and post them for you. So in the last 45 minutes, I made 7 carousels. Is that good? Oh, I don't need I don't need confirmation, but I do. If this was cool, if this would change your business, go check out the link in the bio. There's a bunch of services that I offer. There's the community. If you're like, I don't need to learn any of this, I just want to hire you, go ahead and send me a DM. I don't put it in my because I don't take everybody on as a client, but if you were like, just build this out for me, please go ahead and put that in the chat too, or send me a DM for it. Okay, I have 10 minutes. I want to test out my idea that I had with Printify. So let me switch over. I'm going to switch screens for a second. I'm going to be working inside of Claude Desktop. If you have the Claude Desktop, this is what I'm doing right now. Let me switch over. Okay, so I'm on Claude Desktop. In my connectors, I have Greenwood Social already connected. And again, remember it's the same setup. So you go to connectors, you go to add a custom connector, and then you bring that MCP code that we had inside of our dashboard. Let me show you really quick. This connect to Claude, make sure you click that, and you can watch this whole tutorial on how to connect Claude. You could connect Greenwood Social to Claude, the web page or the desktop version. Both of them will work with the same code. Okay. I want to just test out my little theory here. Okay. So, wait, let me stay on this one. Okay. My theory is that in Printify, we have, I guess we could just talk to Claude about it because, oh no, it's even easier. Oh my God. Okay. Inside of Canva, I've made these projects like folders and I've dumped a bunch of pictures in them or images. So, like, let me see an example here. Phone cases. I was working on these phone cases the other day. These designs are already done. Okay. But I want to skip that part. Okay, let me open this guy up. Let me close all these guys. I only have a couple minutes to test this theory out. Okay. So I'm going to make a copy of this. If you're still watching, I'm just testing things out. Like I'm not committing to anything, but this is how you find out if things work. Okay. So I'm just going to call this MCP copy. Okay. So this folder, I'm going to delete this and delete that guy. Or is this an image? Yeah, let's delete it. Okay. So there. I want to leave this one empty like this. And then I want to go to the projects folder again. Let's go to the projects folder, not this one. Add new folder. And then I'm going to say cell phone designs. Okay, create this. And I'm going to add images. Let's see. Can I add images in here? I don't want to add designs, phone cases. Add new images, upload files. Okay. Where are I downloaded a bunch of patterns the other day. Okay, look at this. I'm going to go to Creative Fabrica. This is one of my favorites. Okay, Creative Fabrica has a bunch of like licensed content. Let me sign in. I think I have to pay this bill. I haven't used it in a while. Let's see. Okay, patterns. Pattern. Oh, wildflowers. That's the one I was working on. Okay, let's just see. Okay, I like these. These are cute. Okay, download them. So this is all licensed artwork that you could use for your projects. Okay, okay, so now I'm going to go back to Canva, upload the files. Where are botanical patterns? Oh, I have 8 minutes. Let's see. I'm adding all these designs. Now I'm going to go back to Claude. And remember I told you we built our own Printify MCP? This is where I'm curious to see if this whole thing is going to work. Okay, so inside of Canva, I have a design with the right size of the Printify product. So this design is set to this phone. Let me find it. Catalog, TikTok, and I was using this one, Tough Cases. Okay, so when you start this design, you need to have these measurements. These measurements are this exact print area here. I want to make sure this is totally centered. Yeah. Okay. This design is already set to these measurements. What I'm going to do is tell Claude, put these images, put these flower patterns on this design, then upload this design to Printify, make a title, make a description, push it to my talk shop. That's my theory. I think it's going to work. Let's see. Okay. So inside here, I have a Printify skill. So a couple of things. Inside of Claude Cowork, we've built a Printify MCP. We have the Canva MCP already connected, and we have Greenwood Social already connected. So if this works, what I'm about to test in the next 7 minutes, we should be able to take an image, put it on the design, export it to Printify, create a product, send the product to TikTok Shop, and make a carousel to promote it on our social media, all in one flow. Okay, if you want access to all these flows and all the replay of this video, go to this link in the bio down here and join my community or grab my courses. I update the courses all the time. Okay, so I'm going to say, let's make some Printify products. I have some images that I want you to update into a design, then send it to Printify and follow the workflow, the Printify workflow to post on social media. Okay, here is the design. Let me get that. Oh, I'm not showing you guys my Claude. Hold on. And you guys can't see the Claude either. Okay, hold on. Let me share the right page. Okay, now I'm on here talking to Claude. I'm going to jump between both so you might not be able to see it, but I'm going to get the URL of the design and I'm going to put it inside of Claude. So here's the design. Here is the folder with the images. Images. Okay, let's grab it. Again, I'm just grabbing the URL from the folder. Okay. And then I'm going to say, here is the product we're making. And then let me give it the URL from Printify. Oh, I'm really excited. If this works, this is going to be nuts. Okay, let's go. While this is cooking, let me switch over to show you what's inside of Printify right now. I'm going to move this text box because I don't know. Do you guys need it still? No. While this is thinking, let's go to Google Chrome and I'm going to show you. So I have, oh, this is the wrong shop. Let me log back in. Hold on. I'm logged in as the wrong one. Sign in. 4 minutes. Let's go. Okay. So let's see. What? Why is it? It keeps connecting to the wrong one. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Sign out. Connect with Google. This one. And let me check what Claude is saying so far. Oh, here's an example. Let me switch back to Claude so you can see it. You see how it's asking me, is it okay if I check out Printify? I'm like, yeah, go check out Printify. Allowed. That's the one thing that you can do in the configurations. But this is our own MCP that we built out. So we have our own permissions that it has to ask. Okay, so it's working on the tough cases. Let me go back to Google Chrome so you could see what's in there. So here's the TikTok shop is connected. I don't have any products in there yet because I've been testing. So I've been deleting products. It'll show up in a second after we come back. Let me share the correct page with you guys. I'm going to should I do the entire screen? No. Okay. So I'm on this one still. I'm just showing you there's no products in here. Switch back to Claude, share, and then I'm going to switch back to Claude over here too. Claudius. Okay. So inside of Claude, I built the MCP and I built the workflow. Part of the workflow too includes research. I think I showed this in a video recently. Let me show you this cool thing. Hold on. It just started talking. Let's go back to Claude. Okay. Is this too tiny? So beautiful wildflower. Here's what I'm seeing. The current design MCP is simple landscape with sky, cloud, and green hills. Looks like phone case size template. Yeah. 2 sets of watercolor flowers. Okay. All 8 images. Yeah. Make all of them. And then full replace. And then I want iPhone up to iPhone 14 and the latest Samsungs. Okay. And I want to set the price at $24.99. Is that good for a cell phone case? I don't know. I feel like I have the same cell phone case for like years. Okay. While this is cooking, let me show you the little place that I found that I have Claude also doing research or it's part of the workflow. If you go to TikTok the web page and then click on shop and then click on sell. As long as you're signed in as a TikTok shop seller, you'll get this analytics page, which is insane because these pages used to cost, continue with TikTok. Yeah. These pages like this analytics tool used to cost, or it does cost money for other platforms like, let me switch this guy. I'm showing you the wrong one. It's similar to like Everbee and what is the other one? All of the tools that do the analytics for the Etsy, Amazon, Walmart, all of those, TikTok has its own for TikTok Shop. Okay, I got to run because the meeting's about to start. But if you're inside TikTok Shop Seller Central, go to manage products. Okay, manage orders, manage products, and then go to product opportunities. Inside of product opportunities, you'll see keywords that are ranking. You can see people that are searching for products. So, like, here's an example. People are searching for vintage Chinese tiger phone case. This is how many searches, 3,800 searches, and only 27 available products. Like that, I don't know if that's, I feel like if you're a print on demand seller and you want a chance to get in on the TikTok shop situation, here's a really good way to do it. So I got here by going to TikTok and then shop and then sell, and then you end up in the TikTok seller center, TikTok shop seller center. Okay, that's it for this afternoon or this morning. I'm going to head to my meeting and then I'm going to be inside the group if you have questions. If you're joining me from TikTok over inside the group, leave me a DM, ask me some questions, check out the courses, and then wait for this replay. It'll be up in about 2 hours. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.